Black Ops Cold War is right around the corner, and the viewer count could very well be underwhelming. Now, the lower numbers in this game could also be a very good thing to a very specific group of people. There's a lot to go over in this video, so let's get started. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So let's get right into the reason for today's video. Call of Duty Cold War is due to release in about a month, and there's something I really think people need to think about. For several years, Call of Duty has been on the top of Twitch within about 3 to 5 games for a very long time now. However, the multiplayer has not been the main focus over the past few years. As Call of Duty has implemented Battle Royales into their games starting with Black Ops 4 and Blackout a few years back, it quickly took over. Streaming and content creation were very strongly impacted by the introduction of Battle Royales into Call of Duty, as a very large majority of streams and videos were all Battle Royale rather than multiplayer, except for a very specific niche audience. Now, I'm not saying this is a problem, but it is something to think about as we move on. So if we fast forward to Modern Warfare 2019 and we see the same thing happen again, but this time to an even greater extent. Modern Warfare, as all CODs do, had its first couple months of high multiplayer hype, views, and content. When Warzone came out, numbers instantly jumped back up again. And same as we saw with Blackout, it took over live streaming, a large portion of it anyways, and most content on the game was Warzone related on YouTube. Now, this wasn't a problem with Black Ops and Black Ops 4, as Black Ops 4 had good content for a majority of the year. The argument could be made that the reason multiplayer content is so scarce in comparison to Black Ops 4 is largely that it is just not a good multiplayer experience. And I would not disagree. I do think that it has something to do with it. However, the situation still stands nonetheless. At the time I'm recording this, it's sitting at 171,000 viewers on Twitch. And of those 171,000 viewers, 66 are only between 3 people playing Warzone. 127.3 just in streaming to 500 plus people on Warzone. The first multiplayer streamer has 437 viewers, and the second one is all the way down to 131. Now, I'm not saying that views are the only thing that matter, but it does show where the people are and where the numbers are when it comes to Modern Warfare, and honestly Call of Duty as a whole for the past few years. And again, I will say that I know Modern Warfare is not a fan favorite when it comes to multiplayer, but the Battle Royale side of Call of Duty does prevail yet again. And this is where I start to worry for Black Ops Cold War. Warzone will still be extremely relevant over the next year, as I'm sure most people already know. But where the problem comes in is in a completely different way than it has been in the past. Warzone is built in Modern Warfare on Twitch. Warzone is a part of Modern Warfare. So the viewers that are watching Warzone will no longer be on the same game tab as the current Call of Duty. The only reason that Modern Warfare is on the top of the charts on Twitch and on a lot of gaming content creation is because of Warzone. Without a doubt, the multiplayer has less than 10,000 viewers, and honestly, I think that saying 10,000 viewers is being very, very generous. Now, with Cold War being separate multiplayer and a completely separate game than the eye of Call of Duty as it stands right now, after the initial hype of the game, after the giant release and all the YouTubers getting their first videos out on the new content on the new game, after that, where are they all going to go? They're all going to go back to Warzone. My guess is that we will see people like Swag, we'll see people like Korean Savage and Dismo and all these big creators. We'll see them come to the new Call of Duty, and we will have good numbers for a little bit. But once they're done with their initial pub stomping videos, they're going to go right back to Warzone, where the numbers are, where the views are, honestly, where their money is. And that just leaves Cold War to sit with what I'm going to go ahead and assume, if it's going to be anything like what I just saw in the beta and what would make sense as to how many people are still watching multiplayer and have been since Black Ops 4, that's going to leave Cold War between 10 and 20,000 viewers on Twitch. Now, the only way that Call of Duty could stop this from happening would be to take Warzone off the Modern Warfare title and move it over to the new title on the Cold War tab. Personally, I think that would be an extremely shady thing to do, and I hope that they don't do that. Activision said time and time again that Modern Warfare has seen the best numbers and the best success they've ever seen, and a large majority of that credit goes to Warzone, not Modern Warfare, which is disliked by a very large portion of the Call of Duty fanbase. If they were to uplift Warzone and place it into the Cold War category, it would truly be to inflate the numbers and act as if their game is doing better than it really is, and that would be for 2 years in a row. Now, like I said, I really hope that Twitch does not allow them to do this to Warzone, to take part of Modern Warfare and place that in a completely different game. I get that you will be able to access it through the new game, and that would more than likely be their argument, but they have already declared that it is part of Modern Warfare, and it has been ever since it came out. Now, if you look at whenever the beta was live, the beta was completely separate from Warzone, and that's how it should be. I mean, they've already made the Cold War tab, and Warzone is still part of Modern Warfare because it has been. They've already declared it as that. So for them to switch to the new game just doesn't make sense to me. That would be like using Blackout to help your numbers out in Infinite Warfare. They are separate games, and I feel like they should remain separately. Now, the only other option that I have discussed with other people that they have brought to my attention is, what if Warzone splits off and it has its own tab made? Now, I don't see this happening, but either way, I think that even that makes more sense than it joining a completely different and separate game. I think that if they can't inflate their numbers using Warzone on the new Call of Duty, obviously the viewer count is going to be extremely lower. But if the multiplayer is good, maybe the content on YouTube could still have a chance. So where this could be a good thing, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the game getting no view inflation from Warzone would help people who want to grow when they're streaming or multiplayer, or even when they're streaming Cold War zombies. Now, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but hear me out. With the Titans of Twitch not being front and center of the new game, the smaller streamers will have a lot more of a chance to be a lot closer to the top, because you won't have these guys with 70,000, 40,000 viewers that everyone else will flock to. If you create content on other platforms and bring that attention to yourself when the viewers are low, you will be so much closer to the top of the charts, especially when the top of the charts is only 1,000 to 2,000 people. The people aren't having to scroll that far down to see you with 20 or 30 viewers. So most of this video I actually have had typed up for quite a while now. I actually waited for the beta to come out to see how my video was going to end up doing according to the amount of views that they were getting, because I assumed they were going to be lower. So most of this I've had typed up for a while, but I actually went back and added this little part right here. On the first day of the open beta, within the first hour, where views should have been fairly high, the game only saw 30,000 viewers on Twitch. An hour into this game's open beta, and it only saw 30,000 viewers on Twitch. While Warzone and Modern Warfare still stay on top, the new Call of Duty, not even being out yet, still being brand new, saw 30,000 viewers on Twitch. Now, with that, the top streamer is someone that I've never even heard of. It was some, like, Spanish streamer, so I couldn't even understand anything in the stream. His name was, like, the Griff G or something like that. And then there was 3 people there was him and 3 other people. All of them were sitting around 1,000 viewers. After that, it dropped all the way down to 500. And after the 500, it dropped all the way down to 100. Zombies will more than likely have a few thousand viewers within the bigger names, and that is probably going to be what it's going to look like for the entirety of Black Ops Cold War. Now, everyone says this will be my year, and I do believe that if Warzone isn't in Call of Duty Cold War's tab on Twitch, and if people can make good content for the specific niche of people wanting to watch multiplayer gameplay, if people can cater towards that one audience with the low amount of competition that there's going to be, I honestly think a lot of people could see a lot of growth in their personal brands. There's definitely some good and bad aspects to having lower views on Twitch and on YouTube and whenever it comes to the new Call of Duty coming out. But there is so much more growing room whenever you don't have the titans of Twitch and the titans of content creation to compete with. So I really think that if you put the time in and you put the effort in, you could make something happen this year. So get out there and kill it. Of course, this is all under the hopes that they can't inflate their numbers under Warzone again. But regardless, it's great for discussion. Let me know what you guys think will happen this year, especially on Twitch. Do you think I was right? Do you have a different idea on how Warzone will affect Cold War? Leave some comments down below, let's talk about it. Also, would you guys like to see sniping videos, Rec-A-Gun classes, and streaks? I can go for nuke streaks, I can do class challenges, whatever it is, content you guys want to see in Call of Duty Cold War, let me know, because I honestly don't care what I do at this point. I am very good with a regular gun, I'm very good at sniping, I can just kind of troll, I don't really care. Whatever kind of videos you guys want to see, let me know and we'll make sure to make something happen this year. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one.